Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Maestro's World. And on tonight's episode, I'm going to be answering a question for a friend when he sent it to me. His question is, what happened to our communities, especially African American communities? To better answer that question, I feel it is the need to say that there is no love left in our communities. In our communities, especially African American communities or minority communities, every African American male, especially those that grew up in the hood, are seen as a target, and we are not seen as humans. By our own people, there is no value seen in us anymore, especially our African American women. When it comes to our communities, back then, everything that's happening today, you wouldn't have dared caught seeing on the street back then. When I think about it, me growing up, if I did something down the street, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so would have came down the street, told my parents what I did. Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so would have whooped my behind, then brought me back home. Then I would have had to get two more whoopings by my parents. Kids these days, they don't have any respect because they're being raised by kids. Kids these days, they don't have any love. They don't have any self-conscience because now they just clearly go outside their doors just because it's a beautiful sunny day, want to shoot up the whole neighborhood, then go back inside the house like nothing ever happened. Our communities have failed to realize that it doesn't really start with our children, but it starts with those who have to teach those children the right way. The whole point to our communities falling apart is because now neighbors don't say anything to anyone. Because now I feel like if you go snitch on somebody, they go come back and try to kill you and your whole family. That's one reason why there's no love in our communities. Our elders in this time period feared the children of this generation. Now in our neighborhoods, clearly it's kids running amok, acting stupid. The elders are just like, well, I don't want to say nothing to them. I don't have anything to do with that. And that's the wrong thing. No matter how fearful you may be, let's not take out the love in our communities. We need people to stand up for one another. Now neighbors, they don't want anything to do with anyone. Hey, as long as you're not bothering them, they feel like this, well, I don't want nothing to do with you, so leave me alone. That's actually the wrong way to think. We need people that's going to stand up for our communities. To tell you the truth, when it comes to white communities, I don't care how snakish they may be, they're going to make sure their community is tip-top in shape before they start to snake anyone. The Mexicans, I don't care what you see or think about them, they're going to stand up for one another before they take care of anything else. So does the Chinese, so does the Arabs. When it comes to the black community, we are the only people that would rather watch our communities and houses burn to the ground instead of helping lift each other up inside of our own neighborhoods. Truth be told, black people just don't care. So when you see an African American male on TV going to jail for something he might have did or something he might not have done, then all you see is our African women on TV being ghetto and getting pregnant left and right and can't talk correctly and don't know how to read. Like that's how they view us. And our people, they slowly become what they see in the media. Problem is, white people still see us as a threat. So, no matter how your hair may be, no matter how well you dress, no matter how intelligent you are, white people don't care. In their eyes, you still a stupid little filthy nigga. And then our own people start to believe that. They like, well, if the world don't see me as much more, why should I view myself or my people as much more? That is what puts a barrier between us and the rest of the world. That was a really great question sent to me because No matter how hard life may get, I still have to stop and think about, man, in my community, when I walk outside on my porch, I have to pray to God that no one runs up on my porch and try to harm me. It's a lot to think about in our communities. And I say we have to start getting it together a lot sooner. We all have to start standing up for each other as African Americans. We need to get it together. There's nothing going to be done if we all just sit back and just hope and pray that God fix everything, because God gave us the talent to fix it all ourselves as well. Thank you for watching my video. Catch you next time.